Welcome to my channel. Do know that I have plenty more videos along all the types of lines of parenting, inner work, partners, diagnoses, everything at my channel. So go and have a look at it, go subscribe. So today I'm going to talk about the children who can't take a no for good reason. So I've done another video on PDA and resistant children where we have to look at ourselves as mum when we've told them to do something and they say no. It's actually us to look at to go, yeah, okay, where is that unreasonable? Where am I trying to control them? And really getting in the child's side. But the other side is actually when the child needs to be able to take a no to be able to function out in the world. Now, what I see is a lot of children like this don't do well in school, and that's one thing. But then it also can be they don't do well in any given sport or activity. They don't do well in anything where someone else is holding something. And that can even be a play date because they can't take a no, whether it's right or it's wrong. So yes, obviously sometimes we don't like being told no, but we actually do have to suck it up when it's at someone's place or whatever and it's someone else's call. So what I see is it's for us mothers to look at, how do I feel about my child being told no? There's a lot of gentle parenting that's all, keep it all nice and lovely for the child and avoid the big emotions, where we really need to show our children that sometimes a no is a no for many reasons. And even if you don't understand that and you're too young to understand it, or, you don't want to understand whatever it is, we will still say no, and we are here to catch you with the emotions that are going to bubble up for the child when they're told no. And that can be how then do you host, your child having a tantrum or having any emotions coming up. So it starts at home. How do you go in staying centered as mum when a no is a no, rather than hearing the justifications, oh, well, and oh, yeah, and letting them go and being too allowing. So that's when we're too allowing, our child is going to show us up energetically to go, well, fine, I'm going to take you and ride that then, and I will just do exactly what I want to do. But that's one thing when you have to then take your child out into the real world, out into the external reality, and people aren't, going to bow like that. So looking at ourselves as mums and children, I always say, if your child's in a shadow, then look where you would be in the shadow too, as far as interactions together. And the shadow for us as mums, if we're too allowing and justifying, they can get away with whatever, or, oh, it doesn't really matter, I don't need them to help out, or, okay, whatever. If we can hear justifications in our own mind, that's our monkey mind, we're coming from a shadow. And so, of course, our child's going to meet us. As we switch to go, no, this really is important, I can feel it, I'm going to say no, then you put your child into that position to go, okay, you're going to have to practice that potentially a bit. At first, the first thing that's going to happen is for them to switch from their monkey mind into their true essence and actually go, yeah, okay, eventually is that all the emotions have to come up to let go of the monkey mind. That's why the monkey mind jumps in, because it's protecting emotions. I've got more videos on that. And in my New Woman embodiment, we go into all of this in a lot more detail. So the biggest thing is to remember is that life is not perfect. Our children are not perfect. We are not perfect. So we need to break down the idea of perfect parenting in that allowing sense of being a parent that's too allowing. And actually it's coming back to ourselves to go, how was I growing up with a parent that might have been very on us? And that meant we said, I'm never going to be like that myself. I'm just going to be so nice, best friend, lovely, allowing, understanding, all of that. But we can take it then too far. So that generation went one way. Our generation can go the other way. Now it's catching ourselves to be able to swing back into the middle. And that is, how do you go with your child having big emotions? Because to break it, you're going to have to let them have. And sometimes, yeah, there's lots of stuff that comes up. That then steps into the energetics of mother-child teamwork. If your child's going off emotionally, they are also reflecting your inner universe and what is going on, whether you're connected to it or not. A lot of parents like this have been shoving their shits down a lot to, okay, that's no worries. All right, and allowing, and pushing their own stuff down. So you have to accept there's a time and a point where to move through this, child has to go through tantrums to be told no and to be okay with that. And then mother also has to go through tantrums to be like, oh my gosh, you're having such a big tantrum. I wish you would stop. And all of that, as soon as you notice your reactions with your child having emotions coming up, that is the inner tantrum, and it is all good and fine. That is you coming into the heart energy where so many mothers are starting to land, so we can go forth a new way. So please let me know if you have any questions, any comments, any angles that I'm not covering in this. Sometimes I'm not, thinking of it all from all the different angles. But that's the main thing, is to know that you're doing your child a disservice by being too allowing and allowing too much. But there's that fine art and fine line to check in with yourself, which is my other video about, am I controlling, and is it me that's coming from my monkey mind as far as saying no, making them, not listening to them say no. That's the question. Is it me, or is it my child, or is it actually both of us? There's so much detail in that, but hopefully this gives you enough to just go off. In saying that, do check me out at my website, heidihosking.com. Do follow me. I'm at Facebook, Instagram, and of course here at YouTube. And at my website, you can sign up for my email newsletter. I send it out about once a week or so, with support, ideas, just news, offers as far as working with me and whatnot. In February next year, the new Woman Embodiment, it's a 6-month adventure that I take women on. It's not a course, because that's old way. It's all just a massive buffet for you to come and get plenty of resources. It's also a chance to get one-on-one, support. And then obviously the biggest shebanger is getting a group of women together who are all in these positions, going through exactly the same storylines that you were going through at home, to really go, oh yeah, okay, I'm not alone, but also putting women together who are ready to do this work and ready to just be so empowered. And I say that as far as self-responsibility, and I'm claiming my power back by feeling my stuff. No more of this stuff that where I can see my child is not thriving, not able to go out into the real world so well. I'm stressed about it. And I hold this space in a high empowerment as far as no victim type of energy. And yeah, there's terms, what do you say? There's caveat on that, but really holding everyone to their highest potential, so that we can go forth without it being a place where people just rant or, all of that. You can head on to my website to see. Some women have already put some things up about what it's like to be in that. Otherwise, please do let me know how you go, and please do share this with anyone that you feel would like it. As far as not making them feel disgusting by sending it directly to them, share it on your social media or something, if there's people out there that could do with this help. Thanks. Bye.